In our previous section, we have considered the manual dispatch, then we considered the scheduler, then we considered the event-driven dispatch. Assume that we have to define certain environment variables, maybe your database credentials or any other environment variable values that we need to pass it to the application. In that case, GitHub is also providing us a very nice environment variable option. So let's explore that first. So we have, let me take this parameter out for now. I'll put it in the last, later we will repurpose this. And here it is going to be, I'll comment it out, let the schedule cron everything as it is. We will have 3 environments. Okay, the first environment is workflow level environment. Here I will mention that name is equal to name is Melvin. Okay, I'll put age or weight will put 60 and qualification is let's say BTech. Okay, this is workflow level environment variable. This will be applicable to all the jobs within this workflow. Okay, if you define this name Melvin, the same thing will be visible everywhere. Okay, now second one, I'm going to put it here. This environment variable is explicitly we are defining it for this job development. I'm going to take out my name here. Rather than that, I'm going to put weight and qualification. Now, one more variable I can put it. That is going to be my step variable. Okay. For that, I'm going to define qualification. So here I'm putting the weight 55. Here I am putting the qualification BSc. And I'll copy the whole thing and I'll put one more job. This is called test. Here I'm going to take out this because we don't want this additional environment variable. What am I trying to prove here is how this job behaves to these environment variables and how this job behaves to this variable, so that from there we will come to the conclusion regarding the precedence values. Okay, so that you can use this tricky thing according to your use case. Sometimes you will have a global environment variable that should be precede with your job environment variable, and again that may be adjusted by injecting your task level or the step level environment variables. Okay, I'm going to commit this. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, nothing to worry. So we have committed this, and let's look at the execution part. Committing environment variables, right? So it's getting executed. The first job, if we look at it, I forgot to comment out that parameter. If you look at here, environment variable is name Melvin, weight 55, qualification BSc. Okay, I want I want you to see this specifically. Let me open this. If you look at here, in the first, we have provided in the workflow, we have provided the variable as env, name is Melvin, weight is 60, and qualification is BTech here, right? After that, I have adjusted my weight to 55. Then I adjusted my qualification here, BSc. So what happened? It took the precedence. It is having very less precedence here. Whatever the value I updated here, that was just overwritten by this weight 55, weight to 55, and the qualification also got overwritten by the job variable. Then what happened in the step variable, again overwritten this qualification parameter. So finally that became BSc. So it is something like a waterfall from top to bottom. In the top we have less precedency, and the bottom we have very high precedency or the priority. So the step variable is having highest priority than the job variable and the workflow variable. So you can use this approach according to your use cases, because sometimes you may be giving this value to the your environment variable across the job. Suppose all the jobs may not be may not require the same variable. Sometimes in the during the run the value will be getting changed. That time you can inject it into the environment variables so that it will help you. Now let's look at the next one. So this job is for development landscape. There the scenario is this way. Now let's look at the test landscape. What is happening here? In this, we have to go to environment. I think I'm unable to find out which is the right job, which is the Melvin 55 BSc. Now let's look at it. Melvin 60 BTech. In this, if you look at it here, you would be able to see the same parameter loaded here. So what we need to understand from here is this is workflow level environment variable, and this is job level environment variable, and this is step level environment variable. Step level environment variable is having very high priority. Job level is having less priority or medium priority, and workflow level environment variable will have less priority. So this is your takeaway from this session. Okay, so we will discuss more about the environment variables and variables in the upcoming session. Till then, thank you. Bye bye.